Good evening. This is Mike from SADT, and I have a new video I'm going to be laying down right now, and it's going to be about the three types of home invaders. Um, Home invasion is something that is important now, but would be even more important in times of shortage or upheaval in the country. And so it's important for us to go over that uh, in sort of detail to give people more of an idea of what types of people would actually be involved in invading homes. There's a lot of videos out there on this subject already, but I want to put a special little twist to it to give you more of an idea of the mindset of the person, because intelligence is power. The more information you have upfront about what a person is thinking, what they're thinking in their head, will give you a better chance to outwit that person if need be, or at least make your home hardened in a way where they might just decide that you're not even worth it. They'll go somewhere else and try to perpetrate that crime. Okay, the first type of home invader I like to call the daytime home invader. That home invader is looking for goods most of the time. They're trying to make sure that uh, no one's home, and they can easily get away with some things that might be worth some money. That could be things like appliances, small appliances, power tools, stereo equipment, computers, things that they can easily carry out, like laptops. They don't want anything that's going to attract a lot of attention to them. They don't want any confrontation if they can avoid it. A lot of these people are substance abusers. Um, so they're a lot of times not thinking straight, and they might do things that might end up getting them caught in the long run, but they have a lot of experience with doing this as well. Um, they plan these things out and they act sometimes as a team. So what you need to do is make sure that when you're not at home, it looks like someone's there, or you have adequate protections like alarm system, maybe a dog, things like that. However, dogs a lot of times are outmaneuvered by smart criminals. So a good alarm system connected to the local police. They know that in a matter of minutes, the police could be out there, and many of them already have backgrounds with law enforcement and maybe warrants out. So they don't want any contact with law enforcement. So those are the ways that you can make them think that your house should be avoided. Also, making it seem like you're there. That is another good way to keep people from trying to invade your home. The second type of perpetrator that we're going to talk about as far as home invasion is the nighttime home invader. Little bit different character. A lot of times, this person will come prepared for confrontation. They have picked the night. They know that people generally might work during the daytime, and then they get off at night. You might be asleep. They're coming with the plan of maybe sneaking into the house while someone that they feel that they might have an advantage over. A lot of times that's a woman or an elderly person or elderly couple or some young children or whatever, people who they feel like are less threatening to them so that they could perpetrate a crime. They're not necessarily after small items. Sometimes these people are after safes, weapons. Uh, some of them are rapists and murderers. They're coming in stealthily, and they intend to do harm to someone if they need to. They usually will have some type of weapon with them, whether that be a bat, a tire iron, a crowbar, a knife, or even a gun. Maybe they'll come in a team. These people are most of the time prepared for violence and looking forward to some that they can win. They will not attack where they think they might lose, but they will attack where they feel like they have an advantage and they have a time factor that's going to rule out law enforcement getting there before they can enact their uh, violence or attack on a unsuspected person. That person can be deterred by uh, having weapons that can stop them, having alarm systems with posted signs and decals indicating that you are connected to law enforcement and you have surveillance systems. These are things that might deter them. A loud, large, or dog with a guttural, low tone that sounds like he's big and maybe ferocious, that can help you. But trust me, these people are not afraid of dogs. Um, you have to think we domesticated dogs, and we had to do that through capturing them. Uh, People are at the top of the food chain, even in Africa where they have lions and uh, gorillas and everything else, and people are still at the top of the food chain. So don't get it twisted and think that a dog is going to be the end all be all of home defense, because it's not. Trust me on that. Um, that being said, having a dog is better than not having anything. Um, you can try putting shoes outside, a big pair of shoes that might help, but don't count on it. These people are not dumb. They know that uh, you can buy a pair of shoes at a thrift store or something, an old pair of shoes, and set them out there. They're going to challenge that. They're going to make you prove it to them that you're really protected. They're going to watch you. They're going to watch your routine, and then they're going to act when you're not ready. So you have to be prepared every day, and all night with a plan of action. We have some videos talking more about that. We're not going to go into it in detail here. But trust me, uh, these are very threatening people. Now, the last type of person will attack you whether it's daytime, nighttime, or anytime. They don't care how many people are at home. They don't care if you're armed. They don't care. In fact, if you're armed, they want to take that gun. They don't care if you have a dog. They don't care if you have an alarm system because they're trained, they're moving fast, they're moving quick. They're called the invader. That's a person who is an intruder. They know already that someone is probably going to be there. They want to take that person under their control, do whatever it is, violent action against them as long as they want. They want to terrorize them with weapons and brute force, possibly even take them to an ATM machine or something so that they can get a hold of their finances inside a bank while they terrorize the rest of the family and hold them hostage and then do whatever they want. If you now, the thing about these people, and this is the second type as well, the nighttime intruder, and this is very important. If they allow you to see their face, there's at least a 60% chance that they don't intend to let you survive that uh, interaction. So you keep that in mind and you make your decision on how you're going to deal with that situation uh, at that time. If they let you see their face, then they know you can be a witness. They know that you have seen them and they're probably not going to allow you to escape. So you need to plan to use whatever type of action is necessary to stop them before you get to that critical stage where you are powerless to defend yourself. Always keep your options open and keep the means to protect yourself at arm's reach at all times. I do, and most people who know about these criminals out here in the world make sure that they're always prepared. Make sure you're prepared at all times. Okay, I wanted to go over those three types of criminals who do home invasions. And those types of people are the daytime burglar, the nighttime burglar, and the anytime invader. Always be looking for it. Always keep your head on a swivel. You don't want to be uh, uh, jumping through your rear and being hyper vigilant all the time, but you do and you need to make sure that you're taking precautions uh, in a wise way to make sure that the person that they attack is not in your home or not under your watch. That's your job as the person in charge of security in your home. That could be anybody. That could be a man. It could be a woman. It could even be a teenage son. If you're in charge of that security thing in your home, then you take the responsibility. You make sure you're prepared when the threat arises. With that, this is Mike from SADT. Be strong and stay safe.